The year was 1991. The place was New York City. The place, in that place, Columbia Law School. It was here and then that a momentous conflict would tear a student body apart. It was a war fought to the bitter end, and a struggle for the soul of an institution.
It was a simpler time. A man needed to know how to use Boolean searches and printed reporters in order to get by. Going to law school wasn't the uncertain game of Russian roulette that it is today. Commerce still meant everything. But the battlefield in Iraq, that was different. That was war.
The man who would define this war was in rem jurisdiction, known more widely by his rank of general. By every measure, he was a legend in his own time. A 4-star, Purple Heart, punctilio of honor, 5-time Kent Scholar. It was in the crucible of conflict, however, that his credibility would truly be assessed.
Our enemy believed in something wrong, something inhuman. They believed that by starting a conversation with someone in line for a non-pizza lunch, they could cut ahead of everyone else in that line. They were dead wrong.
What began as a nuisance quickly escalated into self-help and bloodshed. It was a battle for the ages, specifically ages 6 to 8, since it was really just an immature fight with highlighter swords, where you were dead if you got highlighter on your face. After being suppressed at the conflict of laws and the dispute of material fact, and suffering cognizable losses at the Battle of the Little Big Warren, General Jurisdiction and his army desperately needed relief. Not just to regain territory, but to regain their spirits. It would not be long before an opportunity presented itself. Word arrived that Major Writing Credit, commander of the enemy forces, was moving to join the fray.
We got word that Major Writing Credit and his forces were gunning their way through High Pass.
But Major Writing Credit made a manifest error, selecting an improper venue for what has come to be called the Battle of the Forms. The Major's battalion made the first motion to strike with an attempted hostile takeover of the position just over the commerce stream. But General Jurisdiction had prepared for the peremptory challenge, and no affirmative defense could withstand his withering counterclaims.
As our party opponent approached, they stood no chance against our three-pronged approach. There were our cannons of interpretation, our fields of exploding offers, and the strikes from the drones of Professor Barenberg's voice.
The central and flanking advances proved too much for Major Writing Credit to collaterally stop. Severe damages were imposed, and he retreated to give notice to the bar czar that the issue had been decided. General Jurisdiction's war was over. No more students would come home with highlighter on their face in the name of the right to get roadie rolls quickly by being a douche. For Columbia Law School, it was about so much more, and so much less.